You're more qualified than you think. Apply. Even if you feel unready. If you are waiting to feel 100% qualified before you apply, you may be waiting forever. A lot of international students do not lose opportunities because they are weak. They lose them because they self-reject first. They read one scary requirement. They compare themselves with the strongest profile online. And they decide, maybe next year. If that sounds like you, stay with me. Because feeling unqualified is not the same as being unqualified. And confidence is not something you magically feel before action. Very often, confidence shows up after action. So in the next few minutes, I want to help you stop self-rejecting, understand what applications really measure, and apply with a calmer mind. Recent research shows this feeling is common. A 2024 review of 37 studies found imposter feelings across higher education and linked them to academic performance, career development, and well-being. A 2026 study of international students in Hungary found that about 4 in 10 reported frequent or intense imposter feelings, and in a 2025 Swedish university study, nearly 2/3 scored above the cutoff for imposter phenomenon, with higher scores moving together with higher stress and anxiety. So if your brain is telling you, everyone else belongs here except me, that thought may be common, it may be painful, but it is not always accurate. Think about one student I will call Maya. Good grades, strong internships, solid English, still saying, I need one more certificate before I apply. What she actually needed was not one more certificate. She needed one honest read of the real requirements. Once she separated must-haves from nice-to-haves, she was already competitive. Here is what self-doubt gets wrong. First, it confuses transition stress with lack of ability. New country, new system, new grading culture, new academic norms. Of course you feel unstable. International student research still points to relocation, acculturation, and belonging pressure as real stressors. And official admissions guidance from UCAS is a useful reminder that selectors may consider much more than grades alone. They can also look at skills, achievements, enthusiasm for the subject, and references. So your job is not to be perfect. Your job is to make your evidence visible. Another student, Daniel, nearly skipped a scholarship because he had no publications. But the program never asked for publications. It asked for academic fit, motivation, and a clear plan. He was measuring himself against social media, not against the application. So how do you apply with more confidence? Start with structure. Make a proof file. Put every grade, project, internship, volunteer role, presentation, language score, and win in one place. Then mark each requirement as one of 3 things: must-have, preferred, or unclear. If something is unclear, ask. Do not guess. And write your first draft before you feel ready. That matters because recent intervention research shows this can be trained. A 2026 randomized trial found that structured support improved graduate application self-efficacy. A separate self-compassion intervention for college students reduced imposter feelings and maladaptive perfectionism. So the goal is not fake confidence. The goal is calm action. Another student, Sarah, used to say, I will apply when I feel more confident. Then she changed one sentence. She started saying, I will feel more confident after I apply a few times. That shift was small, but it changed everything. And please do not try to win this battle alone. A 2024 scoping review found promising support for psychoeducation, coaching, peer groups, self-compassion work, and even practical tools like scheduling. In some studies, support groups improved connection and belonging. In others, workshops and modules improved awareness, coping, and reduction of strong imposter feelings. Another doctoral study found that more supervisor empathy was linked with lower imposter syndrome. So use people. Ask one mentor to review your statement. Ask one friend to check clarity. Ask one professor what is already strong in your profile. And put 2 short application blocks in your calendar this week. If many of your viewers are targeting Germany, DAD notes that many programs have individual admission requirements. So tell them this again and again. Read the exact page for the exact program, not your fear, not random internet advice. Let me leave you with 3 lines. Your self-doubt is real, but it is not the same as truth. You may be underestimating yourself because you are in transition, not because you do not belong. And confidence grows faster from evidence, feedback, and action than from waiting. So here is your challenge. Open one application today, not tomorrow, today. Write down one opportunity you have been delaying, then do one visible step in the next 24 hours. If this video helped, comment with the word apply and tell me your next step. And if you want more practical videos for international students applying with confidence, subscribe and keep going.